Back again with BB. Today we're making crown-tipped coral mushroom croutons. I've never made them before, which I've never eaten these fungi before either, so this is going to be new for me, new for you, maybe for you, but for me, yes. Let's start with, we're going to wash these, and if you haven't, calm down, water. If you haven't seen the video where I was foraging these, I will link it at the end so you can check out what they really look like and what kind of environment you find them on. Always be careful when you're IDing mushrooms. You don't want to eat anything that's bad for you. All right, so I will pick up a chunk and kind of show you. I want a bigger chunk. Oh, there we go. Oh, they're so pretty. So they are dirty. So we are going to put them here in the water. And then I have a towel that I'm going to be setting all of these on, dry them off a little bit, cut off the woody chunks, save all the good pieces. We're going to get to the recipe. So let's just, I do get a little grossed out because I'm not a bug kind of girl, but that's what you get when you forest from the woods. Hey, look, some moss. All right, so we're going to get them in here. Make sure all the dirt's off. I might change the water once. Preheat your oven to 325. All right, so I got a towel, or you can use paper towel, whatever you choose. I just don't spend money on that. I'm that kind of girl. All right. Let's see if I can dump some of this water out. It's really icky. All right, so I can't get all of that debris out of there. I'm just going to have to pick through, make sure they're really washed, set them in the towel. All right, so I've got them all cleaned up. What a pain in the butt. I'm not even gonna lie, like holy crap. It was a lot of work. Look how pretty it is though. And I'm still nitpicking, which I still have to go. I've got to cut up all the woody chunks, and that's what I'm gonna do next. All right, let's start cutting. I'll show you a little bit. I'm gonna bring the camera over here. I'll finish it up, come back, and you can see how the recipe goes. All right, so I'm just going to demonstrate kind of what I'm doing, and then I'm going to turn the camera off because it's going to take me forever. But do you see how like you get the dark pieces where it was connected to the log? That's what we're going to want to cut off. So basically, I'm just going to come through and chop. And I'm going to get a bowl here in a second to set these all in. See? Take off all the woody parts. Try to leave it somewhat intact together so it's easier to make your crouton mounds. These ones look pretty good. I'm just going to pick through as well to get all the ickies out that I missed. And yes, foraging in the woods can be icky, but that's okay. Oh, look, here's my big one. Let's chop that off. And yes, this is tedious. It is going to take a while. I'm going to break this into pieces, I think. Let's see if I can just... I don't want to waste anything. I want as many of these as possible. We're having salads and mozzarella sandwiches with tomato on them and basil. Oh, so good. So I figured I might as well make homemade croutons to go with it out of the crown-tip coral fungi that I found. Oh yeah. That goes that way, this goes this way. All right, so now that you've seen what I'm doing, I'm going to finish this up quick, and I'm going to come back with all my cleaned up mushrooms, and I'll show you what we're going to do next. All right, they're looking perfect. They're so cute. All right, let me situate y'all and show you how to do this mix. All right, I want to see how many mushrooms I actually got in ounces. Let's see. It was a pain to clean those. It was a pain. All right, so 6 ounces. Nice. So now at least I know how much mix to make. All right. Actually, let's use that bowl. Let's turn this off. Okay. Need some salt. Flour. My Parmesan. Oops. Alright, since we have a little bit more than 4 ounces of mushrooms, or 2 ounces over, we're going to make a little bit more mix than what it says. Okay. So we are going to do, I want to say 2 tablespoons of this. Is that what it says? Yes, so we'll do 3, just to do an extra. 3 tablespoons of flour. And that says, we're just going to measure with our eyeballs. About 3 till we'll do 4 tablespoons of parm. Now, online it doesn't say to dip these in egg or anything, so I'm just going to assume that the moisture from these will work. All right, a little bit of salt. I'm actually going to add a little bit of my own stuff. Some garlic powder. Alright. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take these, just toss them in there. I'll probably do half for right now. Coming together good. Okay, so I have 2 baking sheets with parchment paper on them. And I also have some spray. So what I'm thinking now is I think I'm just going to add the rest of these in here. Like I said, I've never done this before. This is also my first time. I should use a bigger bowl, but lesson is learned. We're going to try to get as much mix incorporated on every one of these that we're going to put on a baking sheet. And as much cheese and flour. All right, so wash my hands. All right. So it says that we're going to take this baking sheet I'm going to take a good chunk. I want to make sure there's cheese on everything. Like that. Way thinner. Oh my gosh, I'm glad I did 2 of these cookie sheets. Oh wait, I wanted to spray it first. See? Ahead of myself. I'm going to spray it lightly quick. Both of them, because I'm definitely going to need both. And it's not for them not to stick. It's more that you want some kind of oil or something on these, because we're also going to spray the top. Because obviously I got the parchment paper there so they don't stick. Alright, so little mounds. And I'm just going to kind of flatten them out into like a circle. I'll try to show you after I get them on there. Oh, I really hope this turns out because this was a lot of work. Alright, I'll flatten them in a minute. Right now we're just going to put the mounds down. Putting the mounds down. My second pan, my second cooking sheet. I've already got my oven preheated to 325. It's actually been preheated for a minute. I didn't realize cleaning them was going to take so long. And these ones got a lot of cheese in them. That's alright. These are actually going to be really good. I can tell. Cheesy goodness. Ooh, I actually have about a lot of cheese at the bottom. So I'm going to sprinkle the other ones once I get down here to this end. That smells good. It smells so good. It's not even in the oven yet. Alright, so try to press them down a little bit because I kind of want them to be like flat and crispy. It's funny because I had put this up on the internet yesterday on my Facebook Simply Babies page, and a friend of mine from up north commented that she's had them on salads before and they're really, really good. So then I was even more intrigued, like, okay, so someone's actually had them before. Because it was hard to find a recipe for something like this. Everything wanted me to turn it into soups, which is fine. They do hold up really well in the water, so you could make a good ramen with them. Which I will have to do that eventually, now that I know where my spot is and I can go get more. But man, what a pain in the butt they are to clean. Like, no. I don't care if she eats the cheese. I don't want her eating raw mushrooms. The doggies down there. No. Go sit down. Alright. So I'm going to pop these in the oven for 30 to 45 minutes. We're going to flip halfway in between. We're just going to kind of check on them to make sure they don't get burnt. Oh, and we're also going to spray them. Let's give them a little spray. All right, 30 to 45 minutes. right, so I'm going to start at 30 and then I will show you what they look like when I flip them. All right, they're about halfway through. Let's pull them out and check them out. All right, we'll do one at a time actually. Close that back up. So far. Ooh. All right. Okay. I'm digging it. All right, pop these back in and grab the other ones. Okay. Ooh, cheesy goodness. Ooh. It's not letting me flip that one. Look at that. Heck yeah, these are turning out great. All right, there's still another 11 minutes on the clock. I'm going to check it at the end of 11 minutes. I might put it on for a few more minutes depending on what they look like, and I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Okay, we're back and they're done. I ended up cooking them for the total 45 minutes. I just wanted to make sure that they weren't too, because this one still seems a little soft in the middle, which is fine. We're going to take them and put them on a wire rack and let them dry completely, all the way cooled, to make sure there's no moisture in them at all. So you can use these in more than just salads. You can use them for dipping and stuff, like crackers or chips. Once these cool down, I will try one and let you know how they taste. All right, let's give one of these a try. Break it. Ooh, there's cheesy in there. Okay. You can't have them. There's mushrooms in there. All right. Oh, that's good. I think next time I do this, I like the crispies on the outside, but I think I'm going to try to make them a more uniform circle, so everything's more clumped together, but these are really, really good. I know you want one. All right. Happy snacking, everybody.